Okay, so this is all the fabric I have left right now because I made my other bag first. I don't know. I'm going to just cut it like from right here and fold this down and just, I don't know, because it like curves right here, so I just don't know how I'm feeling about that. But I'm just gonna see what I can do with this. I'm just gonna see what happens, and because I want to use this side to try and get enough fabric to line the straps, but I don't know, I might just have to go get more fabric, but we'll see. Okay, so I cut out as much of the fabric for the straps as I could. My straps are 1 inch wide, so I cut my fabric to be 4 inches. That way I can fold both sides down the middle and then fold that in half again. I'll show you guys how I do that when I'm actually pressing it. But I need to connect this because it's not long enough and I don't want it to be too bulky when I'm sewing it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lay this right here. I'm going to take my fabric and just kind of line it up right on top. And I'm gonna, you can already see the crease a little bit. I'm gonna sew from this corner all the way up to this corner. And then once it's sewn together, whenever I take it off, it'll be like sewn down right here. And then I can press it open and it'll be connected like a straight line, if you guys can envision that. So I'm going to get my sewing machine out real quick. I'm going to sew that diagonal line from here to here. And then I'm going to get my flat iron out. This is my wrong side, so I want that to be on the inside. And what we're gonna start by doing is folding it in half all the way down. That way we'll have like a little guideline all the way down the middle for the pressing that's actually going to shape our little strap. Now that we have pressed it just in half all the way down, we can go back to the beginning and open it up. And now what we're going to do is follow this middle line. We're going to fold this in half and press this all the way down. And then once you've got that pressed, we're going to fold this in half and go all the way down. And then once we do that, we'll fold the whole thing in half again. That way we have something that's nice and closed off that hopefully won't unravel. Now you're just going to repeat the same thing on the other side. I didn't film it because I was on the phone, but once you have folded both sides into the middle, you just fold it in half and, what's the word? Press it all the way down. So now I'm just going to sew that onto my strap. Okay, I'm trying it to go down here first to see if that makes a difference, but we'll see. Okay, this might work. Okay, I think that worked. So maybe you guys should try it that way if you're struggling at all. And I'm just going to go all the way down. Okay, now we have our fully lined strap, and hopefully this will help. If you just have the crochet, it's going to stretch over time, but since we've lined it with some cotton, hopefully it's not really going to stretch and sag so much. I need to stop blabbering and just cut this. I'm kind of saying a whole lot of nothing over here. So I'm just going to keep this folded in half. And try and cut out a decent shape for this bag. You can definitely measure your bag. I am in the business of eyeballing things, which I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, so you just do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? So from here, I'm kind of going to see if I can round it out just a little bit. Kind of make it more like a U shape. I don't really need that there anymore, but no. Why did I do that? I did not leave any seam allowance at all. Okay. What now? Okay. Fixed it, kind of. Now for the outside of the lining, you're just going to sew all the way around. And for the inside, you're going to sew all the way around and stop. Then you're going to go to the top and sew down and stop, leaving about a 3 to 4 inch gap. That way we can turn it inside out when we're done. Okay. I've got the blue outer inside of the canvas. And I'm just lining up the edges. So I've got right sides facing together. So when you look in here, you can see the wrong side. So I've got right side out here and right side in here. And I'm just going to line them up nicely. Shake it out. The blue might be a little bigger, or might just have to give it a little shift. should be good. Now I'm just going to sew all the way around the edge. Okay, I have sewn all the way around the edges. Just trimming up. Oops. So now we can turn it around, right side out, I don't even know, through the little hole that we left. Okay. And now our bags are sewn together all nice and neat. And I'm just going to keep turning this. And you can just come over here now and just stitch this together. I'm going to use my sewing machine. You can hand stitch it if you really want to get like an invisible seam, but I'm just gonna lay that flat like that and sew down to close it up. Okay, I have my stuff pinned like a little bit. I only have like 3 pins in there, but I'm just going to start hand stitching this all together. Okay, the strap is a little long, but I did measure this for my boyfriend to wear, so I'll have him try it on. But I'm just gonna start putting all of the beads and whatever on it. And if it's too long, I did hand sew the straps on, so I can just take that out and like make it shorter somehow. So this is the design that my boyfriend has chosen. So basically he's going to have 3 strings, 2 of them are already down. So he's going to have the book, the sunrise. I think that's it, because I think I'm gonna put this kind of like up in the corner on the first string, the compass and the starfish and the stingray on this one, and then I'm also going to make a string of pearls like how you saw on my bag, and then the treasure chest and the, I guess this is just, you guys, my brain is really blanking right now, so I'm not gonna say what that is. Fossil, some type of like fossilized, anyways. So he is saying that this is like the surface and then all the way at the bottom with like the fossil and then the treasure chest. I tried to show you guys in the other clip that this treasure chest opens. Oh yeah, that's better. It's so cute. I was so jealous that I didn't find this for mine. I literally found it for him too. It's so cute. So first I'm gonna work on putting these on and then this on. I'm just going to use these little rings to hook them on, and then I'll start stringing the pearls together. Okay, so to make the string of pearls the way that I did for my bag, I just start with a knot and I leave a generous tail to be able to weave in the ends at the end when I'm done. Oh my god, my cat thinks these are treats. Okay, I'm using my yarn bowl for this because I have nothing else to keep them in. I've just got my yarn on a needle. I'm going to start by bringing a pearl all the way down to the knot. And then, no, don't actually eat those, please. Oh my god. And then I'm going to make another knot right at the edge of the pearl. My desk is so messy right now. Okay. Then after I've got that secured like that, I just make another knot. I don't really know how far away. I kind of just eyeball like what feels right in my heart, you know. I make them pretty close. Like maybe a centimeter, I would say. And then I can put the next pearl and make a knot behind it and just keep repeating it until it's the length that you want. So this is his finished bag. Some of the pieces might be a little caught up right now, but I am really, really happy with the way his bag turned out, especially the shape. It's much more of what I was going for when I was making mine. So I honestly think I'm either going to take mine apart and unravel it and remake it, or I'm gonna buy some more fabric and yarn. It would be less wasteful to undo it, but it would take so much time. So we'll see which one I'll do. But yeah, I'm really happy. It's really cute. I really like the charms he chose. So the only thing I have left to do is I need to connect this down here, and then I've ordered a belt buckle, and I'm going to crochet this onto the buckle, and then I put buttonholes in the fabric so that it can go through the fabric and then come into the crochet, and that way it's an adjustable strap for him. There's a lot easier ways I could have made it an adjustable strap. I also could have just made it shorter, but we both kind of got caught up in the idea of figuring out, like, we just had the belt buckle idea. This one didn't work. I had to order a new one. And we both just kind of got carried away with that because it sounded cool. So we went with the belt buckle idea. And yeah, that's all I need to do to finish this. But I'm super happy with it. I know, I feel like this was more of like a tutorial. I think this has been so long in the making, I'm telling you. I barely remember because I made my bag first before I started making his bag. So this has been like a month-long endeavor. But I hope that you guys can still get the gist of his bag. And of course my bag is a little different. I went a different route. I put mine like on the actual netting, and I only made the pearls. But I don't know if you can tell, I just love the shape of his so much more. Like, this one is so like big and saggy. To be fair, it might have helped if I put the straps a little closer to the edges to kind of hold it up more. But yeah, I think I really want to remake mine to look more like his. And I'm not mad, you know, like that's what the process is about. You make your first edition and then you learn from it and you keep remaking until it's perfect. And you know, I'm not saying that one's perfect, but it is so much closer to the vision I had in my head, and I'm really proud of how it turned out. So hopefully you guys were able to follow along. And I hope that if you create your own bag, you let me know how it goes. I hope they turn out really pretty. I know that this can be kind of expensive. I'm not gonna lie, like the charms alone for his bag were like 60 bucks. So you could also thrift charms that you find. That could be really cute. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, the tutorial, my blabbering, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!